Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo! Welcome to LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, now that we're less than a week away from the NFL draft, you know I'm going to give you all my full mock draft. Things have changed. I've seen the light in certain areas. And I got a full mock draft for you guys. Also, get in the comment section and let me know what you think, because I'm thinking about live streaming during the NFL draft. So, you know, all my Panther fans, you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking about doing that. Let me know in the comment section if you do. If you do want me to do it, in my next video, I'll tell you, you know, what time I'm going to get on. Make sure everybody checks it out and get on or whatever, so we can experience this NFL draft together. You'll see real emotions, happiness, sadness, whatever. So definitely get in the comment section. Let me know if you want me to do that. And let's get this video started. For the 24th pick in the NFL draft, you know what I'm saying, the 2018 NFL draft, I think the Carolina Panthers should select Justin Reid from Stanford. Now, I think Justin Reid is a really good player. I think he'll be a very good safety for us. I definitely think we need a younger safety, especially since we let Kurt Coleman go and we got Colin Jones starting at free safety, basically. Justin Reid will be a perfect plug-in player. I think he's, you know, instinctive. You know, obviously, I think he's very good. I think him and his brother are very good, even though his brother is, you know, still unsigned. I really like Justin Reid, man. You know, as far as a receiver goes, I definitely think we need one, but, you know, I feel like the receivers in this draft are getting devalued now, so there might be more bang for your buck in the second round. So definitely, there's not that many. I think there's, you know, there's more value in the second round for the receivers. You can get a receiver in the second round that's pretty good. So I would definitely go safety or secondary first, which I'm choosing safety. I think cornerback is good, but I feel like I'm more of the mindset that, you know, say if you have really good safeties, even if your corner does get beat, your safety's there to cover them up. So I'd rather spend the first round pick on the safety than spend the first round pick on the corner. That's my opinion. And I think Justin Reid is a very good player. I don't think Josh, and the really top corners, like, you know, obviously, you know, Josh Jackson, Denzel Wards, you know, even the Jerry and Alexanders, a lot of people mocked them to be, you know, taken at that point. So I think Justin Reid will be on the board for us. I think he'll be a really good pickup. And I think he'll be really good for our system, man. You know, he's a bigger safety. He's like 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to tackle. He runs well. He has good cover skills. I think he'll be a really good pickup. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's not a Derwin James or a Mika Fitzpatrick, but I definitely think he's very good. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a very good safety, and I think we can have him, you know, at the same position for years to come. So that's definitely what, you know, we'll finally put, you know what I'm saying, we won't have any band-aids for the safety position. We'll actually have a solid safety for years to come. And I think that's what we need right now. So definitely, first pick, the number 24 pick for the Carolina Panthers is Justin Reid from Stanford. So now that we got the safety position taken care of, you know what I'm saying, for the second round, the number 55th pick for the Carolina Panthers, I think we should select DJ Chark. Now, mind you, DJ Chark was on my last mock draft. He was, I think I selected him. I think I selected him in the second round too. Yeah, I think I selected him in the second round. I definitely think he's going second round now. I mean, more so than last time, because, you know, from what I'm hearing, you know what I'm saying, people are thinking that only maybe one receiver gets drafted, and a lot of receivers have been jumping him. You know, as far as the draft board has gone, you know, a lot of people are really liking DJ Moore. A lot of people like Calvin Ridley, Anthony Miller from Memphis. You know, he's getting a lot of talking about. You still got Christian Kirk, Courtland Sutton. You got a few receivers that people value over him. So I definitely think we could give him the second pick. I think it'll be a really good pickup for us. I think he'll be a speedster. I think he, you know what I'm saying, he also could run, you know, his route running could get better. But I think he can also run routes. And I think he'll be what Cam Newton needs. You know what I'm saying? He's a bigger target. You know, he's a speedster. He can get downfield. He's good with, you know what I'm saying, punt return, kick return. He did pretty good in LSU as far as that. And I think he'll be a really good player, man. I feel like we don't really need another slot receiver. And I think that's kind of like what Christian Kirk is and stuff like that, whatever. Because I think Curtis Samuel could fill that role. I think Curtis Samuel just had a banged up season last year. I think he's going to come back, you know, refreshed and renewed. I think Damiere Byrd's a baller. I think he can play that role too. The only thing with Damiere Byrd, the reason why I want him more on the outside more than the inside is because he's a smaller frame. So you know, if he gets hit hard, I think he'll get injured quicker than Curtis Samuel will. But I think DJ Chark will be definitely what we need. I think he's, you know, his catching ability is pretty good. It's not, you know, now mind you, he's not a great, you know, catcher. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's Julio Jones out here, but I think he's, you know, he can get past the defender. I think he has a little problem with press coverage. You know what I'm saying? Like getting jammed is not really good, but if he can get out the press, he's a very fast receiver. So, you know, if he gets off that press, he's going to be out of there. You know what I'm saying? So, I think DJ Chark will be a good addition for us. We'll definitely get Cam Newton a weapon, you know what I'm saying, which he desperately needs, you know what I'm saying? And it just, I think he'll just fit perfectly in our system. You know, some people, like Chris Sims, thinks that he's the #1 receiver. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you don't necessarily need a #1 receiver. I think you need very good receivers because, I mean, when we went to the Super Bowl, we didn't really have a #1 receiver. I mean, Ted Ginn's definitely not a #1 receiver, and Philly Brown wasn't. Devin Funchess wasn't. So it's like, at that time, I guess, you know, you could say our #1 receiver was Greg Olsen, and we'll still have Greg Olsen. So I definitely think you just need somebody who could take the top off the defense. You know, somebody who could be a big play receiver. And I think if he hones his craft and he's dedicated to what, you know what I'm saying, he's supposed to be dedicated to as far as football and, you know, honing his craft, I think he could be a better receiver. I think he could definitely be, you know what I'm saying, a very good receiver. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could even be a #1 receiver if he works at his craft. But I definitely think he's a good pickup in the 2nd round. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he got devalued, kind of, just along with the other receivers. So I definitely think we'll be able to pick him up in the 2nd round, and I think that'll be a good addition for us, man. So DJ Chark with the number 55th pick in the 2nd round. I think Carolina's looking pretty good. Now they got the safety position sold up. They got their next receiver sold up, you know what I'm saying? So I think we're looking pretty good now. In the 3rd round with the 85th pick, I believe the Carolina Panthers should select Ian Thomas from Indiana. Now, mind you, people are mocking Ian Thomas in the 3rd round, whatever. I think he's a good player. I think, you know, he's more of a catching tight end than a running tight end, obviously. People would say he's more like a Jermaine Gresham coming out. And I think he can work on his blocking skills. Now, Greg Olsen stated that he don't care who they drafting. You know, if they draft a tight end, whatever, they're just not coming in and starting over him. And I agree. They shouldn't start with Greg. Greg is a legend. Greg, you know, I still think Greg has a lot left in the tank. But if we should get somebody, obviously, because Ed Dixon walked out the door, that will be, you know, backup to Ed, you know, to Greg. You know what I'm saying? And will be a good catcher of the football. And you know, his blocking may not be, you know, as great as Greg Olsen's is, but he has the athletic ability and the physical, you know, traits to be a pretty good blocker. And especially with Greg, you know, giving him tutelage, because I don't think Greg's the type to not tutelize the people behind him. I think he'll be a pretty good player for us, especially in like 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying, when Greg decides to retire, become an analyst and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? I think Ian Thomas will be able to step into that role as the lead tight end after Greg leaves, especially in you know, so he'll be, you know, have that tutelage for a few years before he can become, you know, the starter. So I think that'll be a really good pickup for us. I think it'll still be giving Cam Newton another weapon, and obviously we'll be giving Cam Newton another weapon, and plus it'll give, you know what I'm saying, give us another blocker. So in the sense, you know what I'm saying, we could do a 12 package, and you know what I'm saying, it'll just be very good for us. We like, you know, having 2 tight end sets. North Turner likes having 2 tight end sets. So I definitely think that'll be beneficial for us, you know what I'm saying? And it'll only be in the 3rd round, so it won't be a big sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that'll be a good pickup for us. I think, you know, Ian Thomas will be a good addition to the Panthers. And I think Greg wouldn't mind it too much, you know what I'm saying? And I think Cam, you know, will get along with the guy. He doesn't, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Ian Thomas will be a good pickup. I think, you know, 3rd round, it's a good pickup, man. 3rd round, you know what I'm saying, a backup tight end, and I think he'll fit well with the Panthers. And then the 88th pick, you know what I'm saying, in the 3rd round, I think we should get Kalen Ballage. Now, Kalen Ballage is somebody the Panthers looked at before. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't get talked about a lot, you know what I'm saying, as far as the hierarchy of running backs. You know, you hear the Ronald Jones, the Darius Geis, you know what I'm saying, Saquon Barkley's, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys you hear above him. But, you know, he has a good size. He's like 6 foot, 6'1". You know, he's 226 pounds. And he ran like a 4.6, man. He's a big, fast, powerful running back. You know what I'm saying? He's not like, everybody's expecting us to get like a Jonathan Stewart type running back. We don't have to, man. We just need to get a running back that's, you know, can run in the middle and outside. I think Christian can do the same. But I think we need a bigger back, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, a little bit bigger stature-wise, size-wise than Christian McCaffrey. And I definitely think we need a running back that can, you know what I'm saying, once he gets open, he can, you know, take it to the house, man, because I think that's one of the things that we lack with Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Stewart, with his age, got very slow. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't run away from anybody, basically. So, you know, with Kalen, you know, obviously we can, you know, have him hit the holes. He can get away from defenders. But he also is big enough, and, you know what I'm saying, to put some pressure on the defense, pound them a little bit, you know what I'm saying, especially with our offense. It's predicated on running and play action, basically. You know what I'm saying? But I had that in mind when I thought about the D.J. Chark and the, you know what I'm saying, the Kalen Bartlage and the Ian Thomas, because that's what our offense is predicated on, man. Run it down their throats, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, catch them with a play action or two, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's read option. And I don't know if Norv is going to change it, but it doesn't seem like he's going to change much because, you know, he stated that this offense is basically a hybrid of what his original offense was. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like they just changed a few things, but basically his offense. So I don't see him changing a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're still going to be heavy on the run game. I think we're still going to be heavy on the play action passing. I think we really going to, you know, Cam really likes attacking the middle of the field. So I think Kalen Ballage and Ian Thomas will be really good for us. I think they'll both fit the idea of our team, the identity of our team. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking, you know what I'm saying, we need more defense. I think so too. And I'm not done, but I think, you know what I'm saying, getting Cam Newton, like I feel like we tried the, you know, complete defense, you know, going defense or whatever. I think we need, you know what I'm saying, to give Cam Newton some playmakers, man. Give him an offense where we can't be like every year saying, oh man, he don't got no receivers, he don't got nobody to throw to, he don't got no running back, he don't got no line. You know what I'm saying? We need offense for Cam Newton to thrive in, you know what I'm saying? Because I think our defense will thrive because we have a lot of, you know, pro bowlers and ballers on our defense, but we don't have that same thing on our offense. So I think this draft, whatever, we should definitely go offensive heavy. You know what I'm saying, at least in the earlier rounds, you know what I'm saying, get some playmakers for Cam Newton and for our offense. And I think that would lead to success for us. So Kalen Ballage and Ian Thomas, the 85th and 88th pick, you know what I'm saying, not in that order, obviously. But those are the people I think we should get in the third round, and I think they'll fit perfectly for the Panthers, man. I think they'll be really good additions that impact us. I think the first 4 picks are really good impacts, you know, additions that will impact immediately. And that's what we need. We need impact players that are come in and play their role and impact the game immediately. Finally, in the 5th round, and the reason why I'm saying finally is because of this. This is what I want the Panthers to do. This is what I think they should do. The Seattle Seahawks have 3 picks in the 5th round, right? They have no picks in the 6th round, and they have 2 picks in the 7th round. We should trade our 6th and both our 7th to get back in the 5th round for the 146th pick with the Seattle Seahawks. They get a 6th rounder, 2 more 7th rounders, so they have 4 7th rounders, 1 6th rounder, and 2 5th rounders still. And you know what I'm saying, if they choose to, they could trade their 7th rounders to trade back into the 6th round, or, you know, trade whatever. You know what I'm saying, just do some trades, whatever, and get what they want, because they're stocking up on picks. And I think we should trade back into the 5th round, whatever, and you know, with the 146th pick, and get Kevin Tolliver II. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna fall. Because obviously his character issues. There's a lot of things that's wrong with him. He's a little bit grabby. He has character issues. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why I want him is because he's a taller corner. I know character issues is a deterrent, especially with the whole Darryl Worley thing that happened and all that stuff or whatever. But I think he, you know, with a 5th pick, he's not gonna be that big of a you know, miss. Like you're not gonna miss that much if you get him with a 5th pick. You know what I'm saying? You get Kevin Tolliver. He you know, he's more of a press corner, but he can get a little grabby. He can be a little bit smothering. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I think he's a raw product. I think he's, you know, his skills are not refined like they should be. I think you know what I'm saying, his skills not that refined, and he has character issues. So that's why he's gonna fall to the 5th round. But I definitely think that, you know what I'm saying, we could trade up, we could get him, and, you know what I'm saying, we could at least put him in, you know what I'm saying, give him a shot, whatever, you know, give him a try, because I think he would be a good corner for us, because we like the taller corners, we like the physical corners. He's a physical corner, he could tackle, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't mind, you know, tackling and all that stuff like that, but he's just, you know, he has the character issues, and he has, you know, he's grabby, he's not, you know, very handsy, he's very grabby. which sucks. But if you could get some of the bad habits out, whatever, and I think if we get him in a good environment, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't do anything stupid. But you know, you never know about these players. But I feel like I said, it's not like we're you know, giving up a first rounder or a second rounder. It's a 5th round pick. You know what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying, it doesn't matter. You don't, this is the area where you start taking little chances and taking players that are not, you know what I'm saying, the greatest, but you know what I'm saying, you see if you can work it out with them and see, you know, what their mindset is and how they're gonna be. And I think, you know, we could do that with him. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll be a, you know, he'll be a good addition if he can get his mind right, if he can stop getting in trouble, and if, you know what I'm saying, he can stop grabbing people left and right. You know what I'm saying? And he could be a very physical corner. You know what I'm saying? And he'll be a rotational guy if anything. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think Kevin Tolliver II will be a good pickup from LSU. With the 161st pick, I think we should get Kaiser White from West Virginia. Now, we don't have any more draft picks, you know what I'm saying? But Kaiser White, you know what I'm saying, obviously, like I said, could be a rotational player. We got Denard Cersei in the strong safety position. Kaiser White, I think could be a strong safety. I think, you know what I'm saying, he could be a you know, depth pickup for behind Denard Cersei. So we can let Mike Adams go, man. I mean, or at least have Mike Adams for another year and, you know, give him his tutelage and then cut him loose, man. Because Mike Adams is really old. I'm not gonna lie, he's, you know, 37. You know what I'm saying? He's at the end of his rope, and I think he's gonna. And the thing is, with age, players who age, they don't like fall off gradually. It's kind of like a precipitous drop. They just, like, you know what I'm saying, fall off a cliff. I mean, you know what I'm saying. So for me, I, you know what I'm saying, don't really want to keep up that, you know, a person that's 37 years old, you know what I'm saying, at safety. You know what I'm saying. And Kaiser White would be a good depth pickup. You know what I'm saying? I watched him a lot, and he's a very physical, powerful corner. No, safety, I meant. He likes to, you know, lay the wood and all that stuff, whatever. He has problem with, you know, coverage sometime, whatever. But like I said, he's just a depth pickup. I think he could home well in our system. And look at Trey Boston, man. He was like a I think it was a 4th rounder. And, you know what I'm saying, he turned out to be a pretty good starting safety for the Chargers. So I definitely think we can, you know, maybe put him in our system to give him some tutelage, and he might turn out pretty good. So that's what I think for the 5th round, you know what I'm saying, and then we won't have any more draft picks. So we get Kevin Tolliver II with 146th pick if we trade with the Seattle Seahawks. And we get Kaiser White, you know what I'm saying, with the 161st pick in the 5th round. And, you know what I'm saying, and I think that's, we solidified our secondary. I think our secondary has, you know, Justin Reed as the starting free safety. We got Denard Cersei as a starting strong safety. We got Kaiser White as depth. We got, you know, Colin Jones. You know what I'm saying? We also got Mike Adams, but I think Mike Adams, you know, this is probably his last year. You know what I'm saying? We got Kevin Tolliver at corner. We got, you know what I'm saying, we got, you know, whatever. We solidified our secondary, you know what I'm saying, as far as that. We got Cam Newton's weapon. So I think that'll be a successful draft for us. I think, you know what I'm saying, that's what we needed. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a successful draft. If this draft actually played out the way I think it would, I'll be very happy. I think you know what I'm saying, I think we checked all the boxes. The only thing, you know what I'm saying, people are gonna say is, like, you know what I'm saying, obviously offensive line, offensive guard, offensive tackle, maybe we should attack. But I feel like, you know, as far as the guards and the tackles go, offensive guard, I think Taylor Moton could fill in that role. I've been saying that for you know, the beginning. I don't think Jeremy Sorelli's gonna get the job. I think Taylor Moton should be the starting guard, but that's just my opinion. And as far as tackle goes, you know, we got Matt Khalil for a bunch of years. You know what I'm saying? A few more years. I think we can finally cut him in 2020 with, like, out of a bunch of dead money, without a bunch of, you know, dead money on our books. So if that's the case, you might as well just, you know, wait till, like, you know, next year at least and draft an offensive tackle to play behind them or whatever. So that's how I feel about that. That's my mock draft. You know what I'm saying? This is my mock draft before the draft. So this, you know, that's how I feel. I think it'll be a very productive draft. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, in the comment section, give me a 7-round mock draft, trades included, man. Tell me what you want to trade. Do you like my mock draft? Do you dislike it? Tell me what you will do instead. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear, because obviously, like I said, the draft is like less than a week away, so I definitely want to hear your opinion. Again, guys, get in the comment section. Let me know what you think, if I should do a live stream for the draft, you know what I'm saying, so we could experience the draft together. You know, make sure you share with all your Panther family and friends, you know what I'm saying, check that, you know, do that, whatever. You know, even your Saints fans, or NFL fans in general, you know what I'm saying, show them the Panther love, you know what I'm saying, show them Panther stuff, show them my videos, whatever, show them, you know what I'm saying, your Panther pride, you feel me? And obviously I got the merchandise, LCameraTV shirts. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be in the description. I got the Patreon page. That's in the description also. Check those out. You know what I'm saying? Support me so we can support this channel and I can do this. You know what I'm saying? More often. And check out my dog Renan Steen's page. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's a comedian. He does rap. He does music. He does a bunch of stuff, man. He's a very creative guy. I think you'll really like his stuff. So and guys, see y'all next time. Definitely get in the comment section, man. I want to hear what y'all think about my new mock draft. You know, I revamped it a little bit, so I definitely want to hear what you guys think. See y'all next time.